Meghan Markle, she is not a well person. She was over in Paris for the Balenciaga fashion show.
Oh, how are you?
And she filmed herself
Yes.
going by the location where Princess Diana died.
Breaking news out of Paris. Meghan Markle has just been blocked by Balenciaga, and insiders are calling it one of the most embarrassing moments in recent celebrity fashion history. Imagine it. The Duchess of Sussex, walking into Paris Fashion Week with all the poise of a Hollywood queen, expecting applause, only to walk out as a global meme. It was supposed to be her big rebrand, her quiet luxury moment of redemption after months of criticism. Instead, it spiraled into a PR nightmare so bad that even Balenciaga, the brand she idolized, reportedly told her team, "No mercy." The story broke like wildfire across social media. The woman once compared to Diana was now accused of copying couture. Not just copying, stealing the look. For Meghan, who spent years crafting an image of refinement and control, this was the one headline she couldn't spin away. And it all started with one dress, a dress that was never meant to be hers.
The world is at my feet. Ha ha ha. This is so fun. This is where my children's grandmother died.
Behind the scenes, Meghan had a plan. She wanted to rewrite her story, erase the drama of the Spotify flop and the Netflix backlash, and prove she could stand on her own, elegant, wealthy, untouchable. She called it quiet luxury, a style that whispers power without saying a word. Her inspiration? A blend of Victoria Beckham's precision and Cate Blanchett's sophistication. For months, she'd been studying Balenciaga's clean lines, their minimalist strength, and how they symbolized class without trying too hard. She wanted that aura, the confidence that says, "I don't need the crown, I am the crown." But here's where it all backfired. In trying to embody quiet luxury, Meghan got loud. She hired stylists to replicate the Balenciaga silhouette down to the seams, believing she could pull off the same effect without the label. It was bold, it was risky, and it was the decision that would end up haunting her career in fashion forever. Then how did the Paris debut? Her grand moment. Meghan arrived at the Balenciaga show wearing a sleek, sculpted gown with dramatic shoulders and a sharp, cinched waist that screamed high fashion. Cameras flashed. Social media exploded. From a distance, she looked every bit the Balenciaga muse she dreamed of being. The only problem? The dress wasn't Balenciaga at all. It was reportedly made by a small Beverly Hills atelier, a near-identical copy of a runway piece from Demna's recent collection. Within hours, fashion insiders caught on. "It's a counterfeit couture moment," one critic tweeted. Balenciaga's PR team noticed too, and what followed was an icy digital shutdown. Emails unanswered, calls ignored. Sources later confirmed that the brand had officially cut contact. What Meghan thought was her rebirth quickly turned into public humiliation, with fashion editors whispering one word behind closed doors: blacklisted. The fallout was brutal. TikTok lit up with side-by-side comparisons of Meghan's dress and the real Balenciaga gown worn by Nicole Kidman in 2021. Same structure, same shimmer, same silhouette. But while Kidman's couture screamed elegance, Meghan's screamed imitation. Comments flooded in, calling her Balenciaga on a budget, Wish.com couture, and worse. Memes mocked her supposed sophistication. One caption reading, "When you can't afford Balenciaga, you manifest it." Even fashion insiders piled on. "It's the cardinal sin in couture, copying without credit," said former Vogue editor Alexandra Schulman. But the cruelest blow came from within. Reports surfaced that Balenciaga had blocked Meghan's entire styling team, making her persona non grata in the luxury circuit. For someone obsessed with image, that kind of silence was devastating. She didn't just lose a brand partnership, she lost credibility. And in the fashion world, that's the same as exile. When the storm hit, Meghan's team scrambled to rewrite the narrative. They claimed the gown was originally inspired by timeless architecture, not copied from Balenciaga. But the internet doesn't forget. Fashion analysts dissected every stitch, exposing eerie similarities impossible to ignore. Meghan's camp insisted it was a double standard, arguing that Hollywood stars copy styles all the time. Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, even Beyoncé, and they weren't wrong. The difference, though, was relationships. Those stars eventually collaborated with the designers they admired. Meghan didn't. She went rogue. And to the fashion elite, imitation without collaboration isn't flattery. It's theft. That's why insiders say the Balenciaga team felt mocked. The message was clear. Meghan wanted their look without their blessing, and in couture, That's unforgivable. The result? One of the biggest fashion PR freezes of the decade, and Meghan, yet again, became the story she was trying to escape. When the story exploded online, Meghan reportedly went into full-on crisis mode inside her Montecito mansion. Sources claim she was pacing the halls, crying, and demanding to know who leaked the Balenciaga story. She's convinced someone on her own team betrayed her, one insider said. But this wasn't the palace anymore. There were no royal aides to fire. It was her own hand-picked staff. Meghan called an emergency Zoom meeting, reportedly shouting, "Why wasn't this spun as a tribute? We could have turned this around." But it was too late. The memes had gone viral, Vogue had quietly pulled a planned feature, and Balenciaga wasn't returning calls. To make things worse, even her loyal followers on social media struggled to defend her. The comparisons were everywhere, and the receipts didn't lie. It was a harsh reminder that in today's digital world, reputation collapses faster than a trending tweet. Meanwhile, Harry tried to stay calm, but insiders say even he's had enough. He's tired of the PR chaos, one source told The Mirror. The couple's friends claim Meghan has become obsessed with optics, seeing betrayal in every critique. She wanted to issue a public statement defending the dress, but her advisors begged her not to. The more she talked, the worse it would get. Behind closed doors, other luxury houses began quietly stepping back. Dior, Chanel, even Stella McCartney were reportedly monitoring the situation. No brand wants to risk a controversy that could tarnish their image. To them, Meghan wasn't a fashion icon anymore. She was unpredictable, risky, a walking headline. Hollywood works on relationships, and fashion works on subtlety. Meghan's problem? She never learned the art of subtlety. Every reinvention became a performance, and every performance ended in disaster. Now, Meghan's empire of image is cracking. She's reportedly pulled back from public appearances and is plotting another rebrand, this time focusing on charity and women's empowerment. But even that move has skeptics. Royal experts note the same pattern. When one project collapses, she retreats into philanthropy to rebuild sympathy. But this time feels different. This isn't royal gossip or a tabloid feud. It's the fashion world, where reputation is everything. Balenciaga's silence isn't just rejection, it's a statement. And in that silence lies the one thing Meghan Markle fears most: irrelevance. The woman who once ruled red carpets is now watching from the sidelines, wondering how a single dress unraveled years of calculated image building. Because in the end, you can buy luxury, but you can't buy legacy. And in the world Meghan tried so hard to dominate, the quietest luxury of all is authenticity. Now all eyes are on Meghan's next move. Sources say she's in full reset mode, quietly rebuilding her team and plotting a slower, more careful comeback. No more copycat couture or flashy red carpets, just controlled appearances, safe interviews, and a focus on credibility. She's reportedly vetting every stylist and PR contact twice, terrified of another Balenciaga moment. But the window is closing fast. Fashion moves on, and every week her silence grows louder. If she plays it right, she might rebuild the respect she lost. But one wrong step, and the next headline won't be about a block. It'll be about being completely shut out.